So this is going to be a very simple how-to video on creating your micro Nasdaq charts, okay, on Ninjatrader 8. So if you are someone that's a beginner, that's just starting off on the path of trying to understand, not only understand, but how to trade the future markets, this is going to be a quick tutorial on, creating your first couple of charts, meaning the micro Nasdaq charts, okay, for those that like to trade the MNQ futures, okay. So first and foremost, once you have your trading platform opened up, which is Ninjatrader 8, you're going to go to the control panel, all right? It's going to look like this right here. You're going to have some options up here at the top. All right, in order to open up your first chart, okay, or to create your first micro Nasdaq chart, you're going to want to go to new, okay? So let me bring this down here. Click on, let's see. Click on new, and then come down where it says, okay, so again, click on new, go to chart. Then under data series, this box here is going to pop up. Make sure to go down to micros and then select the MNQ June 2026 contract, okay? So there's 4 contracts in the year, okay? And we're into the June contract right now. So I'm going to click that. Next, what you're going to want to do, you can, if you have some templates laid out, saved, you can use those, but this is for all those who are just starting off, because you can actually save the templates to your charts, and I'll just kind of show you how to do that maybe once we get a chart up. So anyways, it's going to bring up this. Once you have where it says it's the MNQ, which is the micro Nasdaq futures June contract here, showing here, you're going to want to start setting it up, all right, under the properties table. Okay, so price based on, I'm going to leave at the last, range, because I trade range bars. Now when I trade the Nasdaq, let's say for example I'm using 120 and 24 range, maybe a 320 range chart. For all those that like to trade time, then you just click the type right here and change the range, okay, to where it is. You can do tick, you can do volume, minute. That could be time based right there. Then under value, you're going to set the number of minutes. So maybe you want to have like a 60-minute chart, which is a 1-hour chart, or a 5-minute chart or 15-minute chart. You can just change it right here. Now for me, because I trade range based charts, I'm going to click on range. I'm going to click on my higher time frame. I mean, it's not higher time frame, but higher base range chart, which is going to be a 120 for me. So I'm going to type 120 in there. Days to load is going to be the number of days that you're asking the to pull in for historical data into the onto your chart. Okay, so days. I don't click on weeks, months. I use days. Just do 30 days. It's fine. And for the end date, leave that there, which is today's trading date. Trading hours, because I trade, if it's the MNQ, the micro Nasdaq futures, I'm going to go down to the CME. Okay, and I like to set mine to index futures, ETH, which is electronic trading hours, or you could do, RTH, which is the regular trading hours, meaning you're not going to see any movement on your charts until 9:30 Eastern time, which is when the New York Stock Exchange opens up, the U.S. session opens up. If you set it to ETH, then you're going to see the Globex session, which is the Asian and London session. So I always like to click on ETH. All right. Everything else pretty much the same. I like to, I leave the same, like everything else, like chart style. You can change the bar width of the candles if you want to make the candles like, wider or fatter, or whatever the case is. You can change the color of the bars, the wick itself. But everything else I pretty much leave as the same, as you can see here. Plot executions down here at the bottom. I do not plot because I like to see all that, additional information on my charts. I'll leave it like that. Price marker, you can set the price marker. You can change the color of it to whatever you want to do. You click the price marker, the color, and you can again choose the option for whatever color of the chart. Color of the price marker that you want to make it as. You can have the trading hours break. So from where the opening of the market to the close of the market, things of that nature, and you can set the session break line, to be a solid or a dash line, and you can change the color of it if you choose to. But I don't really, adjust any of this stuff right here. I'll go back later once I have the actual chart, opened up, and then I can make some changes using under the property settings using the mouse. So I'll show you how to do that as well. So click OK, and then from there, it's going to start populating a chart with data. So we'll give that a few seconds. All right, now that we have our data loaded to the actual chart, there's a couple things you can do. You can change the layout of the background by simply going to like properties and click on properties, and it's going to bring up, as you can see, the property panel, or where you can make adjustments if you choose to. Like you can change the right side margins. So if you scroll down, I don't really make any adjustments or changes here other than like the color of my background and removing the grid lines if you choose to. So like the chart background, you can do, let's see here. Let's change this to black. Okay. All right, as you can see, you can do that. The crosshair, which I don't have a crosshair, I'll show you how to do that here in a second. Inactive price markers, you can change that. You can take the grid lines off as well. Like the X, let's see here, the grid lines, here we go, the horizontal and both the vertical. Right now they're solid state gray. So this is if you choose to and you want to now, okay? I'm going to make transparent. Let's see. Okay. All right, that's going to remove the horizontal ones, and then we'll change the vertical as well. Take that off. This is what I like to do, okay? But you don't have to. You could choose and change it however you want to. Hit apply, and now I have a solid slate background that is black. You can make it white if you want to, you know, by going back up and changing the background. You could change the marker colors here on the side if you choose to as well. Let's see. But that's pretty much, I believe, all I change here within using that tool there, by simply using your mouse, right click, okay, and then go down to properties. All right, and then from there you can, you know, make your adjustments or changes as well. Tab name, you can change the tab name if you choose to. Yeah, but this is how you make the adjustments to the actual chart, you know, like the background, the colors of little lines on the charts, the margins and things of nature like that. So if you choose to do that, now if you want to add a crosshair, simply go up here. Okay, you can do local crosshair. As you can see, now I got a crosshair where I can use. You can scroll right to left with your mouse. I can bring the chart, you know, bring it in, bring it out. And as you can see right here, this is a break line I was talking about earlier. The market closes at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And so each day it will put one of those solid lines there on your chart. You can take that off if you choose to by going back to the data series, which is up top here. Okay, click on that, which brings up that data series again, and you can scroll down and where is it at here? Sorry about that. Give me 1 second. Where is it at? Come on now. Price marker, let's see. Oh, trade now is right here. Break line, you can take that off. You can make it transparent if you want to. Again, it'll remove that line for you. But yeah, by simply going to data series, if you want to change something on your chart, you know, on the in specific to the data series itself. Let's say you want to switch from range to you know, back to time or something like that, or whatever. Then you can go down here and click on minute, and then set the value to whatever, however minutes you want to. Again, you can go down here, adjust the colors of the candles if you want to. You can make let's see, the colors of the up and down bars here. The wick, you know, you can change that to solid to, you know, dash if you choose to, as well. So you can make a change to the candlesticks as well. All right, so and the candle width as well. Right now it's set to 2, but anyways, if I was to expand that out, the chart candles will get wider, and this will change from 2 to, you know, maybe 3 or 4, whatever the case is. But anyways, let's click off that because I'm keeping this here. Up here, you also have options to, right here, chart trader, which will bring the chart trader to the right hand side if you want to use that. This is where you can use indicators. Okay, if you'd like to use indicators, down here below, there's a list of indicators built in within Ninjatrader. Some of these you may not have access to unless you have like a leased license or you own the lifetime license out, you know, purchase it right out, like the order flow or the order flow suite package, which includes like the volume profile, I believe they have like a heat map and some other things built into there. Let's see, order flow. Here it is. Market depth, trade, order flow, trade detector. So these are all part of the order flow suite package, which I believe you have to have either a lease or a lifetime license to be able to use. But once you click on these, like it's like I want to add the ATR. It drops down here to the bottom, and then I hit apply and OK. You can also make adjustments to the ATR if you choose to the right hand side under here under properties. And then once you click apply and OK, it would add that indicator to your chart. Okay, this is what a typical naked chart that I like to use, without having the volume profile to the left hand side. To the right hand side here. You can add that if you have either a volume profile like a maybe like a third party indicator tool that you can import in. As well from another program or company that is compatible with Ninjatrader. You can import it in, that script in, or you can use, if you have like the order flow suite package, it does come built in to where you can add the volume profile to like the right hand side of the chart, and it has a list of other tools and options. But now let's say you want to actually open up, so this is a naked bear chart right here, just being able to look at structure, look at price action. Nothing wrong with doing that. You can also change like the candles over here if you choose to, just as well, by going up here and clicking. If I want to say, instead of using candles, you can use like line close, you can use box, you can use hollow candlesticks, but I don't never use any of that, guys, to be honest with you. I like to look at the candlesticks from where they are. Up candles green, down candles red. Now let's say you want to open up a new chart, right? You don't have to go through the whole process all over again. This is your panel right here. Right now we have a 120 up. So let's say I want to open up a 24 range chart, which is my entry chart. I click this plus button down here at the bottom left hand corner. Same thing, I just go down. It's going to open that data series up again. I go to micros. I click on MNQ. Okay. And then again, I'm going to go set this to range. And now that I want to set this to 24 instead of 120, okay, because it's my lower entry chart, my lower base chart, okay. Days of load, I could do 10, that's fine. And then I want to choose the trading hours, that's CME, electronic trading hours for me right there, okay, or for you if you choose to use that. Everything else I'm going to leave the same except for down here where it says plot. I'm going to click do not plot, okay, and hit OK. Now it's going to bring up, as you see, another trading chart here at the bottom, and I'm wait for that to load, and then we can go through the same process again of setting up the or changing the background. Go back to right click on the chart using your mouse, properties. Go down to, say for example, I want to change the background color. Again, I just click on this and click on black. Now it makes that black. I'm just going to keep going down here to grid line, take those off. Okay, make that transparent and take them off. Okay, just as well, I'm going to do that was the horizontal. Let's do the vertical one right quick, and transparent. Click apply. Okay, boom, there we go. Now I have both a 120 range and a 24 range chart up. Okay, higher base and lower base chart. Okay, but there are a variety of, like I said, indicators and tools that you can add to the chart if you so choose. If you are an indicator style type trader and want to add some of these indicators, just simply go back up here to right here where it says indicators up top here, and then you can scroll down the list and add whichever ones work for you. Again, this is the data series to make changes to the data series, the candlesticks. If you want to change from range to whatever style chart type you're interested in trading. But yeah, this is a very simple tutorial on how to create and open up your your first couple micro Nasdaq futures charts. Okay, very simple, and this is how I do it here on Ninjatrader for anyone that is a beginner that is definitely trying to figure out and navigate their way through Ninjatrader 8. All right, but that's all I have for you guys today. Again, there are some options up here at the top. Again, this is a drawing tool. There are a few options. You have drawing tool options that you can use to, like you see me on my charts, draw out like supply and demand zones. I come down, use the rectangle, I use that to draw out like a zone or whatever the case is, so you got a list of drawing tools you can use just as well. So you can click on those and kind of, play around to see, how they actually work on the charts. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Nothing that's too complex or hard, you got your crosshair up here, your indicators, data series, chart trader for those that like to trade from the chart. Click on that, and then it'll open up the chart trader to the right hand side of the screen there. And that's pretty much it. If you want to add another chart, go down here to the bottom, okay, and do the same thing. Click the plus, and then you can, open up another chart. So if, say you can have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 charts up on one trading, workspace, okay. But that's all I have, guys. I appreciate everyone tuning in who watches the videos. But again, this is just a very simple how to set up, the MNQ charts here on Ninjatrader 8. All right. Now, if you're interested, again, like I always say, I have a specific style on how I trade supply and demand. I talk about a lot here on my channel. It's a very valuable and a very strategic and systematic way of trading that actually works. We have, lots of traders that are part of the Discord community and part of not only that, but the private community who use it each and every day to be able to, either pass their valuations or using it with their own with their own funds, their own live funds to trade with. But either way, the strategy works. It's simply using multi-chart confluence, using a higher base chart to basically to determine the bias of the market, the direction, and then marking up your zones on your higher base chart, and then moving down to a lower base chart to find a more specific entry point, more precise to take the trades from on the lower base chart. So that's why I showed you my 120 and then the 24. I talk about this a lot, the strategy here on my channel, because I personally am trying to share what I know, because I believe in passing information forward that can help people out. Information is wealth, and I believe passing it forward can help people out, like I said. But again, if you're interested in becoming and understanding more so about the strategy as a whole, the cornerstone of how I trade, you may want to think about becoming a member by becoming either an elite or a ultra elite member or supporter of the channel. There's a link down in the description portion of the video. It's very inexpensive. It's only $6.99 a month, which is what, 24 cents on a day, to become an elite supporter. But you receive all my trade breakdown videos where I go in great detail, as if you're sitting like right next to me or watching me virtually, whatever the case is. I'm walking you through setup after setup after setup and trades that I take pretty much every day. So I'll post my trades over on the Discord that I take, and then I'll break them down for that private community. So I'm going really in depth about structure, price action, stop loss placement, profit target areas. But not only do you get the compilation of all the trade breakdown videos, but you get the video playlist and a great video surrounding market structure for anyone that struggles with that concept. All right. There's also an option to become an ultra elite supporter as well, if you choose to where you would get everything I just mentioned, plus my live recorded trading sessions. Yes, my live recorded trading sessions are where I record my trading sessions, full on, and then I will, then I'll post them for the ultra elite supporters to actually watch. So I'm walking you through top-down analysis. I'm talking about different markets, whether it's gold, the ES, the Nasdaq futures, so you can get an understanding from my mindset what I'm looking for based around structure and gearing up. Just as well, where you see me identify key entry points to take trades from. So you see me take the trades, engage in the trades, and then I break the trades down for you within that video. So if you're interested in becoming an ultra elite supporter, again, the link is down in the description portion of the video, or you can click on the membership tab from the home page. Once you do so, you'll see a few tiers pop up. Choose the tier that you actually want, to actually join. Again, the elite tier is only $6.99 a month. That is it, okay? And then you'll see the perks and rewards with the price. This is all through the YouTube membership program for content creators myself, where YouTube gives an opportunity for content creators to be able to provide, relevant information, video content, whatever it may be, across their platform to their followers or subscribers, whatever the case may be. So that's what I'm here on my channel. I have additional private community video content that is really geared to the specific way of how I personally trade, which I share with you guys. And if you're interested in joining, again, the link is down in the description. But outside of that, that's all I have, guys. I just want to break this down today and share with you how to create these simple MNQ charts on Ninjatrader, okay? Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so by clicking that sub button. Make sure to click on the bell so you do not miss any of the video content that I post pretty much almost on a daily basis. And outside of that, if you found value in today's video and this has helped you out as far as walking you through, how to actually open up and set up these charts on Ninjatrader, please make sure to drop a like on the actual video. Take care. See everyone in the next one.